kakarot206. This is Ryu Ken versus Ryu. Alright, so here's how the replay. Here's generally how. These are like my recommendations for replay review, right? So, firstly, when you're looking at your own replays, you want to look at your replays in a big chunk, like one big session, right? Because the most efficient way to identify your weaknesses and your strengths is to look for the overall consistent things in your play. So if you play a match, right, and you're like, I want to look at that replay for a specific situation, cool. But if you want to look at replays to try to like get better, you want to look at a lot at a time. Like, I mean, not get better overall, not at a just specific situation. So let's say, I don't know, you play 3 days a week, you play for 2 or 3 hours at a time or whatever. Take one of those gameplay sessions and just make it a footage night or a footage day or whatever, and just watch your replays in a chunk and look for general patterns, right? So that's how we're going to approach this first. We're just going to watch the replay on 2x speed. We're just going to watch the whole thing on 2x, and we're just going to look for general things we notice. It doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if it's bad. We're just going to look for things we notice, right? Yo, what's up, Taj? Then we're going to go back, and since we only have one game to look at here, we're gonna go and we're going to look at it in detail. After we look at it in detail, I'm going to write down some recommendations of like concepts, and then the practice section is going to be practical things to like actually go out and do, right? So yeah, we want to look for strengths, weaknesses, just anything we notice. If another general tip is, if you find yourself and you're watching your replays, right, and you're like, damn, I know I'm losing, but I don't know where to start. You feel stuck or lost, like where do I even begin? Look at your strengths. Like, also consider what you think you're good at, right? Like, oh, I'm comfortable doing this, or I'm comfortable doing that, right? Look at your strengths and say to yourself, how can I make these better? Because it's going to be a little bit easier to get traction and like, the process going if you already know a little bit about what you're trying to work on. Right, so that's something if you get stuck. But here we only have one game, so let's watch it. All right, so this is Ken versus Ryu. Now, generally, I would recommend picking V-Trigger 2 in this matchup. Right? This was game 3. I mean, sure, if they're on the thing. Let's just watch this one first. All right, so I'll just set this to game 3. We can watch the other ones. So let's watch this one first, and we'll look up the other ones afterwards. If you want to drop the replay IDs, that would be good too. So anyway, generally, this is a matchup where Fireball is really important. So off the bat, I would recommend V-Trigger 2, but you don't have to pick V-Trigger 2. It's just nice, right? Because at a certain point, if you can take away Ryu's Fireball and keep your own Fireball, it's particularly potent. Otherwise, V-Skill 1 is good. All right. When you watch a replay, always turn on attack data and always turn on key display. So anyway, let's speed through this. So I noticed some unsafe moves. We're in the corner. A lot of jumps. Okay, combos. Still a lot of jumps. Oops, sorry. A lot of jumps. Okay, so I notice unsafe moves. I'm just writing down anything I see. Unsafe moves. Lots of jumps. In the corner. CCs. Now, at this stage, we're just writing down things we see, right? Things that stand out. We may follow up on these. We may not need to, right? Okay, got tossed.
Ryu wins.
All right. Okay, you know what? Let's go grab the other 2 replays, too. Let's go grab those 2. Let's just watch the whole set. Yeah, this is my list. Was this in the ranked match? So we're just going over them, right? We're not... I think I got him. So we're not necessarily worried about picking out the details in like super duper high detail yet. We're just watching them over as like a first view. We're gonna watch them again. We're gonna watch them again in regular speed. Right. So this is the one with the double KO. Right. So this is, yeah, this is game 1. This is also, watching the replays at 2x is also a good idea to familiarize yourself with what happened. So, light Tatsu, I noticed that again. Light Tatsu at the start. Right? So, okay, Tatsu at the start. I noticed that 2 times. I accidentally have caps lock on. Okay. Still... a lot of jumps are standing out. Okay, we're in the corner. That stands out to me. EX.
Round 2.
Hadoken. Okay. Fireball, fireball. Good combo. Crush counters. Oh, good anti-air. Okay, we got one more round on this one, and then we're going to watch the next one, just to get a general feel of what happens. And then we're going to go back and watch them on normal speed. Again, right here, we're just looking for standout patterns, right? Now, even though we're not watching a whole bunch of replays right now, but this is a useful thing for watching a whole bunch of replays, just to go over them at an increased speed, just to get a general idea of what happens. Especially if you're watching replays from like a couple days ago or something. Okay, good combo. Got tossed again. Got tossed at the end.
Ryu wins.
Got tossed at the end of the round. I noticed that. That happened in game 3. Let's look at game 2. Alright. Let's see.
Round 1. Fight.
Always turn on key display. Okay. One thing I noticed about Ken is Ken has pretty decent inputs. Ryu's inputs are a little bit more sloppy than Ken's. One thing you see with a lot of newer players, or like low-level or intermediate players, is they spam the buttons. Like, instead of just doing medium punch, hard punch, they do medium, 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 heavy, 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 heavy. Right? But Ken is only pushing the button the necessary amount of times. Also, we see that Ken has good quick rise. He's using the buttons, which is what you want. Okay. Okay, in the corner. So jump got tossed at the end of the round again. I noticed that happened 3 times.
Final round.
That happened 3 times so far.
Fight.
Got tossed. Tick throws? Question mark. Tick throw defense. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, just looking at those, these are the big things that stood out to me, right? So, the big things that stood out to me is, light kick Tatsu after round start. I saw that a couple times. Unsafe moves. A lot of jumps. Majority of the game time was spent in the corner. There was a lot of crush counters happening. Ken gets tossed at the end of the round. Ken also gets hit by tick throws. So, we'll see. Alright. So this is game 2. This is game 1. Let's go back to game 1. Let's go back to game 1, round 1, and watch it. Excuse me. Now, also another thing is if you ever like save your own replays and you're like, oh, I can't remember which one was game 1 or game 2, it has timestamp here, right? So game 1 is going to be the earliest, so we can see that this one was at 3:38, then 3:42, then 3:44, right? So we can use it to help us remember which ones are which. Let me open this up on the other window. Alright, Ken, Ryu, dash at the start. Alright. Round start, right? Think about this, okay? Think about this. So you start the match, you say, okay, I'm fighting against a Ryu player. What is my game plan? Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to be defensive? Is there a certain position on the screen I want to be in, right? What is my game plan? What is my desired situation? What kind of situation do I want to be in, right? Because there's a lot of things you can do, and not all of them will help you reach the situation that you want to be in, right? You want to have, in general, some sort of game plan. Now, that can be really anything you want. So you got to ask yourself, at 99 seconds, when neither character is at advantage or disadvantage, right? Does performing a 15-frame forward dash into a 3-frame attack that is -8 on block, does this assist me in getting the situation I want? Right? That's the question you have to ask yourself here. Now, obviously, this is very unsafe, right? Dashing is very similar to jumping, right? When you think about jumping, you know that, okay, so you can't block while you jump. It takes some time to transpire. And if your jump works out and they don't anti-air you, you get a pretty decent situation afterwards, right? Dashing is similar, right? Dashing is similar in almost every way. When you dash, you can't block. If they let you get away with it, right, you get right in front of them, and then you might be able to get away with pressing a button again, right? You get the position, you might be able to touch them with a button. It's not exactly the same because dashing is much faster than jumping, but the risk and rewards and the way that they operate as, like, you know, stratagems is somewhat overlap. This, from both players, is like the second worst decision you can make at the round start, right? What does this do to progress your game plan? You know, maybe you guys have played a lot and you have like some sort of specific idea here, but this just comes out, right? This is a premeditated action. Did you see Ken dashes? That's 15 frames, right? and then he does Hurricane Kick, Ryu is already up in the air, right? So if you dash forward and you said, "Oh, I'm gonna look and react," or "I'm gonna, I'm just gonna dash," you would have been able to react with an AA here, right? But so this just comes out. Ryu sees it. He does hard kick, right? Just getting ourselves into trouble off the jump. Right? There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. There's nothing wrong with wanting to test your opponent's reactions, right? Those are all valid ways to go about it. But you got to ask yourself does this assist me get into the situation I want, right? You go, okay, what is my game plan? AKA, what is the situation I want to be in? And then does these actions I'm going to take assist me into getting into that, right? As a rule of thumb, the worst thing you can do, the riskiest, most dangerous, potentially negative consequence heavy thing you can do at 99 seconds is immediately fireball. The second worst thing you can do at 99 seconds is jump, right? And jumping and dashing are really similar because at round start, neither character has a distinct advantage or a distinct disadvantage. Anything these characters could do, right? Anything that either character can do, you are far enough away from the opponent to visually confirm what they're doing and then react to it, right? So you might not be able to like preternaturally react to, I don't know, a fireball. Let's say Ryu does 99-second fireball. You might not be able to like jump frame one, but you'll have time to say, oh shit, there's a fireball on the screen. Let me do something about it. Maybe I can block. Maybe I can neutral jump, right? You're able to see what's going on, right? You might not be able to react lickety-split. You might not have the perfect reaction every time, but you can see. So if you take a slow action at round start, or you take a very committed action at round start, right? This is the most likely situation for your opponent to be able to see that. So testing your opponent's reactions at round start is usually the worst place to test them because it's easiest for them to react, right? And the same thing goes for you as player one, right? You can say, "Oh, I have so much space to see what Ryu does." So why not just move? Right? Why not just move forward or move back? You can choose to move forward or move back, and in that time you still have the space, and the action is not so committed that if Ryu does something, you can still react and take advantage of it, right? So the first thing here is, does this do anything good for us? Okay, neutral jump. Again, right? Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but really, does this assist our game plan, right? This is like a pivotal concept in Street Fighter, right? So your thought process with the Tatsu is you're trying to be random, which is a bad reason. Yes and no, right? I'm not gonna try to sit here and tell you how to play, right? Even though sometimes it may sound like that. If you want to be difficult to predict and you want to test your opponent's reactions and you want to put people on the back foot, you want to rush them down, or you want to keep them unsure of what's happening, maybe make them hesitate, right? That is a totally valid way to approach playing against another person, and there are ways that you can do that. I'm not. You just want to remember that every action you take has the risk of not working, right? And there's also the consequence that follows if it doesn't work. So ideally, you want to try to maximize the potential whatever you're going to do is going to work, and you want to minimize the negative consequences if it doesn't work, right? So maybe you can just dash, or maybe you could walk forward, right? things like that. Okay, so neutral jump here. Again, right? Does this get us into the type of situation we want? Right? That's really what you're trying to do with your actions. Is what is my general game plan? How can I do things that get me into that situation, right? Dash is risky? Yes. Dash is risky, right? Dash is risky. But if you want to test their reactions, try to be unpredictable, try to be random, so to speak, you can never be truly random, right? But like, you know, as a fighting game player, we use that as a colloquialism, right? Just to mean unpredictable. If you want to play fast paced, you can do things that are risky. Any action you take is risky, right? There's a potential that it will get you into a good situation, potential it will get you into a bad situation. And you have to deal with the consequences either way, right? Like, if I crouch block, they can hit me high. If I block, they can throw me. If I walk forward, they can go low. If I walk back, they can go low. If I stand up, they can go low, right? If I attack, they can counter hit me. If I attack, they can block, right? Literally every action you take has a counter action, right? So you want to think about what your game plan is. Like, okay, what situation do I want to be in? And pick actions that will lead you to that situation, that will get you into that situation, get you towards what your game plan is. And ideally, you want to mitigate the amount of potential negative consequences if they don't work, right? But you can still take some risks. Like, it's not like you have to never play risky at all, or never play with something that would be suboptimal at all, right? You can still do things like that. So at 99 seconds, both players are far enough away that you can physically always see what's going on, right? So here, the best thing to do is if you want to be aggressive, right? Are we rip? Okay, we're not rip. Okay, if you want to be aggressive, I'd recommend walking forward, right? Because if you dash, you're too far away. The dash is not going to put you into position to threaten Ryu immediately. There will still be space to cover, right? If you jump, you could get into position, but then that's slower than the dash. And either way, you're so far away that Ryu can see what's going on and say, oh shit, he dashed. He might not be able to go, oh, dash, medium punch, let me counter that. He might not be fast enough to do that, but he can say, oh shit, he dashed, let me block, right? Or he can say, oh shit, he dashed, let me back up. Or if you do a fireball, right, he might not be fast enough to jump over the fireball, but he has time to see. Right? So this is like the most difficult situation to test your opponent's reactions in, right? This is the most likely situation where he's going to be able to react to whatever happens. So you don't want to take any very dangerous premeditated actions here. You want to walk forward if you're trying to be aggressive, of course. You want to walk forward and watch what Ryu does, right? Now here, Ryu jumps. If you say you still dashed, right? If you dashed and you were looking like, okay, how's Ryu gonna respond, right? You would have been able to anti-air this, right? But this action is premeditated. You decided to do this before 99 seconds. You decided to do this at 110 seconds, basically, right? This just comes out. Right. Okay, neutral jump again. Button. Okay, Oki chance. This is a good run. Unfortunately, you missed the medium punch. All right, so boom. Ken gets Oki here, right? So this is a good decision, just a failed execution. Right here, Ken gets to run up and do down medium punch. So you did back medium punch. It was just a little bit slow, right? Does Ken get Oki from quick rise? Yes, he does. Let's look up the Ken guide. Where is it? I've got it on my computer somewhere. Okay. So, let's look up the Okazumi. And we're looking for HP Shoryuken. Target combo HP Shoryuken. Alright. So you get to, if they quick rise, you get to run up, and you're +6. Right? So you do target combo 1 or target combo 2. You're in the middle of the screen. They quick rise. You get to do run. You're +6. Right? So you get to do crouch medium punch, or standing medium kick, or standing hard punch. This standing hard punch, the reason that it's this color is because standing hard punch will trade with 3-frame attacks. This is a late meaty, but you get to do crouching medium punch, which is the best option here, right? If they back rise, you gotta do 2 dashes, right? So you kind of have to choose what you do, but you know, you just run up, do crouch medium punch. If they back rise, your crouch medium punch just whiffs. You still get the block. Not necessarily, but you can make a read, right? What you can do is you can uppercut them. Right? So boom, you hit this, right? You uppercut them. Right now, right? What can happen? You already know. Look, right now, Ryu's in the air. You have all this time, right? So, all right. So, okay, boom. All right. Oh, I hit him. Let me double check. Did I hit him? Hell yes, I'm hitting him. Let me confirm. Boom, I confirmed. I put in the confirm. This whole time the DP is happening, right? Look at the health bar. Look at the stun bar. Look at the meters. Right? This takes us, I'm saying it like it's really slow, but this takes a split second, right? So you're DPing him, right? What can happen? The only thing that can happen is the DP can transpire. Boom, meter check. Right, I'm going to meter check. So my health, his health, my meter, his meter. Or, you know, my meter, my health, his meter, whatever. Right? Check the time, check the stun. Just look at the UI. Right? So you do that. Okay, now what can happen? I check the meters. I know he doesn't have EX. Right? I know he has 1V reversal. So what can happen is he's going to land on the ground. I'm going to do run. Right? The only thing he can do is quick rise or back rise or stay down. Right? So my run comes out the same every time. Right? I did the combo. The run is the same. I know what's going to happen. Right? I already know. So I don't need to worry about what Ken's doing. I know what's going to happen. All I need to worry about is what Ryu's doing. So you do this. Boom. Meter check. All right. Run. Let me look at him. So I'm looking. Now, this can be particularly difficult, but you can spot whether they quick rise or back rise. You can watch it, right? So, all right. Boom. Now I'm looking. Right? So you can see it. If they stay on the floor, you can see that too. So, yeah, you can kind of make a read and say, like, oh, I'm going to dash forward, and I think he's going to back rise. But if you just run, you can watch him back rise and adjust. Right? You have to manually time what you're going to do, but you can adjust. So, is it a read? Kind of. Like, you can make one, but you don't need to. Right? You're still in control of the situation here. So, he quick rises. You get to get to a meaty. Unfortunate. Getting tossed. Right? That's a pretty long walk. What do we do here? All right. Sweep. Double. So again, why sweep? Right? Why sweep? Do we anticipate Ryu moving forward? Is this going to get us into a situation we want? Are there better options to do? Right? Okay. Make some space. Jump, jump. Fireball. We're going for this. Not a bad choice, right? You get close enough. Hit same medium kick. But you want to make sure you confirm. Right? Sometimes you just do it, but you really want to make sure you confirm. Ryu has the right choice here. If you block Ken's standing medium kick, there's nothing you can do to stop them from doing a crouching normal. There's literally 0 things you can do, right? So, boom, they do a crouching normal, get pushed away, jump. Okay, he just walks out, buttons, combo, we're in the corner, wake up, grab. Alright, unfortunate, he jumps over us. Another grab. Sweep. Why sweep? DP. Try to make it less he punished. Canceling the EX can save you from a crush counter, but you're still going to eat a combo, right?
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, that was good. Right here, this is good. Right here, you get to anti-air him. If you see this, you just wait and see. You get to AA him. If you're not super crispy with like heavy hurricane kick, dash DP, or even like light fireball, if you're not super duper crispy, you can still just throw a light fireball. He can't do shit about it, right? Like this situation at round start is so much better. You have so much more potential good options here than he does. Okay, a little bit more conservative approach. Jump. Sweep again. Fireball. Back up. Yeah, what's up, J-Wings? I see you. Oh, good confirm. Is that a confirm, though? Let's just say it is. Nice. Good combo. Oki options. Throw. Okay, good Oki. Okay, after throw, you can't do much. You only really get roundhouse. So this is good choice. Good choice to walk up. This is excellent. Okay, decent combo. Oki options. Okay. Now the opponent's in the corner. The opponent's in the corner, right? He's got way less health than we do. He's got a little bit more meter. He's got V-trigger. Right? What's the decision here? How can we get ourselves into the most likely situation to succeed? Here, I would say that the only thing we really need to do is just keep Ryu in the corner. Just keep him from activating, keep him in the corner. All right. Nice. Nice. Retreat and fireball? Yes, but not too far, right? Because think about it, right? J-Wings is onto it, right? He's got the red bar of courage. Right? He's got the red bar of courage. He's got full meter, right? He's in the corner. Our health is hella high. His health is low. This is what, 1 combo? Maybe 3 normals? You know what I mean? So think about, all right, what is enticing for Ryu to do, right? Let's use a little bit of our matchup knowledge, right? So he's in the corner. Firstly, he's going to want to get out. So maybe it's enticing to jump, enticing to move forward, right? He can't move backwards, of course. Secondly, he's got the red bar of courage. So probably he wants to activate, and he's got EX bar. So maybe he wants to do EX fireball, or maybe he wants to do EX activate or sweep activate, right? So all we really need to do is to stay away from sweep activate, and by staying away from sweep activate, we'll also be too far away from the fireball activate. So we just need to look for him moving forward in some way. So yeah, retreat and fireball, not that bad. You want to back up just enough. You probably want to back up to where my mouse cursor is right now. You want to back up probably just around here so that he can't easily jump out, and you can still kind of pester him. You could pester him with stand hard kick. You could pester him with fireball. You can pester him with a little bit of a scoot in, a little bit of a scoot out, right? That's like a really strong spot to be. That's a really strong spot to be because all of his potential options are pretty shitty, right? Because he can't walk backwards. So you can poke him and he can't retreat, right? So he can't whiff punish unless you made a major mistake, right? He can't whiff punish. So he can only counter poke you or poke you. And if he goes to poke at you, you control the spacing. So yeah, there's a little bit of no, it's me. my apologies. I don't know, my ISP hates me. I mean, I love Comcast. Comcast is great. They never did anything wrong. So anyway, if he wants to poke you, right? He can't walk backwards. You control the spacing. So not only can he not whiff punish you, but you can make all of his pokes miss. Right? You can make all of his pokes miss. So really the only option he has is to counter poke you when you move forward. So he's limited. Right? He could jump out, but you're in a position to AA him if you just lurk right here, right? If you lurk around right here, you could scoot up a little bit, right? You could bait him with minimal risk. And if he tries to jump, you're still in position to down fierce or to DP. And you could still use your fireball, right? So all you really need to do is just cage him in the corner to take advantage of the situation. All you really need to do is just keep him caged in the corner. So yeah, that's a good idea, right? Here, you let him walk out for a little bit free. You back up just a little bit too far, but it's still fine. Still fine, right? Look at that. Sweep activate. Sweep. Why did he sweep? The red bar of courage, right? We know by checking the resources, the health, the stun, V-trigger, right? All these resources, even the time is a resource. These are going to affect what is most enticing for a player to do, right? So without V-trigger, sweep it's an okay normal. It goes far. It can crush counter. It can punish people for standing up, right? But when he has the red bar of courage, sweep is fucking lit because you get to activate, you get Denjin fireball. That shit goes, that's so cool, right? So the resources, because he has the red bar of courage, is going to influence what is more enticing for him to go for, because now you get way more reward for doing sweep as Ryu, right? This is something to think about. All right, look at that. That's also a V-trigger activate button, right? Crush counters, excellent anti-air, right? This is what you want. This is what you want. You are so far ahead of him with this health. He has to do something. You don't got to do shit. Now, you can do shit. Like, you can still be aggressive if you want. But really, you don't have to do anything. Because this, as the time ticks down, the more you're winning, right? He, with the lower health, he has to take some sort of dangerous action to come towards you. And because he has to take a shitty option, you're in a situation to exploit that, right? You don't gotta do shit. It's all up to him. So this is an excellent choice. Here, as a minor thing, you could probably do heavy uppercut, right? Medium uppercut is a good choice regardless, right? It's the best one to AA with. But heavy uppercut probably would have killed him here. If you can get away with heavy DP, you want a heavy DP as a general rule of thumb. But medium is a good choice right here. The second good thing that happened here is the crouching uppercut, right? Using this input shortcut, I can see you put in this input shortcut. You do down, back, down, forward. You're doing down, forward, down, forward. The reason that this is really nice is because it gives you so much more time to execute the uppercut because the opponent's not hitting you, right? You see, if you're standing and they jump, they hit you, right? But if you're crouching and they jump, it takes more time for them to connect, which gives you more time to physically react and do the DP. So, good choice. Nice. Now all you gotta do is hold him in the corner. Oh, okay. Not bad. Just a little, a wee bit close. Let's see. Did you recover? Yeah, you could DP'd him. Right here, you could have DP'd him. But this is tough, right? Does medium uppercut have the same or different frame data? Let's look. So let's just go into detail with that. Let's look. MDP, invincible to airborne strikes on frames 1 through 7. It has a 4-frame startup. Heavy uppercut is strike and projectile invincible from frames 3 to 6. So yeah, there's a difference, but if you can get away with it, you want to HDP. Maybe it depends. It does move him forward, but if generally as a rule of thumb, if you can get away with heavy uppercut, you want to do it because you get Oki and you get more damage, right? So, all right, we're chilling. Hella chilling, right? Boom. All we got to do is wait for him to fuck up. Okay, he fucked up. Cool. It's cool. Look at how much health we have. He could throw us. He could hit us with 2 combos. We're still chilling, right? Boom, he fucks up again. This is a down fierce moment. Opportunity to down fierce right here. This is a game-losing decision for Ryu. Right, so boom, he gives the game away. Right here, you can just press down hard punch. Okay, blocking, all right. Chilling, that's punishable. That's punishable. Boom, right. This is this. Then he does hard punch. -9 on block. The target combo version of his hard punch is punishable. Here, you could have did sweep, low forward, stand medium kick, stand medium punch, or heavy uppercut, and you would have punished him, I think. So right here is an opportunity to stand medium kick. This is just some matchup knowledge stuff. So that was another game-losing decision. That's a good way to pressure at the end of the round. Keep it safe, right? The reason you want to try to keep it safe and conservative like that is because your lead is so great. You really want to try to force him to make poor decisions. Okay. It's another good round start. With the jump. Hadouken. Okay. Not a lot of fireball. Could be throwing more fireball. Fireball is very important in this matchup. It's the one of the main tools that's going to fill the gaps in your ability to poke against Ryu. You guys occupy a lot of similar spaces, and the fireball can help you get around some tricky situations. You really want to try to fireball if you can. Okay. EX, not a bad choice. Not the end of the world, not a bad choice. Dash after it. Okay. Throw here. He just presses a button. Technically, you can punish him for this, but the throw is a little bit slow. So he just mashes out. Okay, an attempt was made. Not bad. EX uppercut, unless it's going to kill them, you don't really want to anti-air with it because this happens, right? You want to use, if at all possible, you want to use heavy. And in situations where heavy won't work, you want to use medium. Okay. Light Tatsu. Okay. Gets counter hit. Why are we teching? Okay. Alright. Right here, we need to defend. Right? I guess you could say he's walking up. You want to try to be conservative with teching throws because throw tech is like one of the main ways you can get blasted. You only want to throw tech if it is absolutely necessary. At any point in time, if there is an option that you can choose that might get you out of the situation that's not throw attack, you want to choose that option, right? Okay. Sweep. Right, why sweep? Does sweep get us into a situation we want to be in? Is sweep going to be an effective tool right here, right? Okay, low medium. Medium kick. There's a small optimization here. So if you hit a medium kick, you can confirm it into a medium Tatsu. Or you can... Right here, you could have done a fireball activate. Right? You could have fireball activate. Yeah, medium hurricane kick or fireball activate. Fireball activate is probably the most powerful choice here because if you activate, your stun bar goes down, you get amazing damage, you get amazing Oki, right? So we just missed the activation opportunity here. Excuse me. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay, right here, we press the button. Why did we jump? Right? Gotta think. Okay, what is my game plan? What do I want to do? What's the situation I want to be in? Does this action assist me with that? Right? This is a fatty counter hit. You could have did stand medium punch, heavy hurricane kick, or you could have did fireball activate, right? You could have did stand medium punch activate and taken them all the way to the corner. It could have been corner city, but we just jump, right? I think does jumping, firstly, the overall thing, not to sound like a broken record, but does jumping get us in the situation we want to be in? Does it progress our game plan, right? Does jumping progress our game plan? The second thing is this the best option out of the other things I could have did here, right? Well, I mean, we dropped the combo. We left the potential combo to jump, right? Okay, low, not a bad choice. Low again. This is a counter hit combo. If you counter hit low short, you can get low medium kick. Right here, another confirm opportunity into V trigger. Okay, almost. Not bad. Almost. EX, okay. Roundhouse. He's neutral jumping a lot. Oh, good back throw. Ken's back throw is really amazing. If you can back throw the opponent to the corner, you want to do that as much as possible. This is a good back throw. Okay, combo city. Here, there's a slight optimization you can make with your combo. You can do down medium punch, target combo 1, fireball. Let me look that up. You do down medium punch, target combo 1, fireball. Can I zoom out? There we go. So combo, optimal regular combos. Corner only, no bar combos. If you get down medium punch, target combo 1, fireball, H Shoryuken, 396. Stun, 271 damage. Right? A little bit more damage than the step kick combo. Yo, I see you, J-Wings. I appreciate that, man. Unfortunate. A little bit of a combo drop there. Okay. Scramble City. Attempted to interrupt the walk forward with down medium. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to the notes. So, round 1. Just gonna write down some stuff I see, right? So, very risky round start. Round 2, better round start. Getting thrown a lot. So we're getting thrown a lot. We're Jumping a lot. Jumping a lot. Good corner. Decent corner control. And then round 3. Round 3. Getting thrown. Here I'm going to say attempting to interrupt with a button. Interrupt, walk forward. Walk forward. Attempting to interrupt, walk forward with a button. With a button. And then we got some dropped suboptimal combos, some dropped confirms. Excuse me. So, just from this replay, I think we want to see what we can do about our defense against tick throws, and we want to see what we can do about our combos. Furthermore, in general, I think we want to see what we can go about finding what we can do to go about finding a game plan that works for us, right? Because like I was saying earlier, is if you want to be like random, you can't truly be random. But if you want the guy to be on the back foot, if you want to be aggressive, if you want to be, you know, make him feel hesitant, if you can do that in a way that doesn't put you in the dumpster if you fuck up, right?
Round 1.
Okay, game 2.
Fight.
So again, a better round start. Better round start. Ryu is neutral jumping a lot. Opponent getting away with neutral jumping. Opponent getting away with neutral jumps. Better round start. Okay, good round starts. Fireball, alright. Miss DP attempt. Those are just hard, right? But you gotta think. You gotta think. Alright, I threw the fireball. Right? The whole time this fireball is on the screen, what can happen? So Ryu, he could go through the fireball with a hurricane kick. He could throw his own fireball back, or he could jump, right? He could also block. That's 4 things that could happen, right? He could block it. He could throw his own fireball back. He could jump in some way, or he could go through it with medium kick, right? That's all we got to be ready for, right? So why did we not just input a buffer for DP, right? Just input the command and then wait and see if the button is coming, right? Because we know what the options are here, right? We threw the fireball. We know what to expect. We put the game in that state, right? So right here, you want to be ready to DP because there's not really much else you need to be ready for, right? I mean, you're so far away that his jump normal misses, right? Like, this is prime. Oh, he should have ate a fierce Shuryu to the face. All right. Okay. Okay. Confirmed chance right here. A little bit of an optimization. If you hit them with hard kick, sometimes you can be pretty far away, but you want to try to think, okay, can I do standing medium kick target combo, or do I have to do sweep? Right? If you can hit this low medium kick here, you could also hit your standing medium kick, right? If you hit that low medium kick there, you could also hit your standing medium kick. Excuse me. So just a little bit of a combo optimization we could have had. Okay, good attempt. This is good. So you throw the fireball, right? Boom, he jumps. Oh shit, he jumped. I'm going to try to DP. You start to try to put it in. You could have DP'd him, just messed it up, but that was still good. Good idea. Okay, roundhouse. Alright. Alright, he whiffs. This is kind of hard to react to. Roundhouse. Okay, DP attempt. Or a DP possibility right there. Anti-airing jumps is just hard. You just gotta do it, right? Combo, Oki chance. Good block string. This is an excellent block string. Down jab, down medium. It's a good block string. Counter hit, You could do that into Hurricane Kick if you like. You could do that into HDP, depending on how close you are. Nice DP attempt. But why run? I mean, not DP. Nice anti-air. But why run, right? Think about this. So we get a mix-up opportunity. But is that worth losing the corner? We down fierce him. He's going to land right back in front of us. Right? So you run under run under him. Do you need left right here? Or do you only need throw hit? Right? Those are the mix-ups you get. If by running, you can threaten an ambiguous left or right. And you can threaten a throw or a hit. Right? Is it worth potentially giving up the corner to go for the mix-up here? Maybe. Maybe not. Right? I would say probably not. Because we're so far ahead. And we want... The corner is literally the worst position to be in straight up. Right? The corner is the worst position to be in straight up. So... a little bit of an unnecessary run, but it worked out. The back throw there, also a good decision, right? Because you want to keep him in the corner. So, okay, nice attempt. Showing promise here. Okay, EXing. Okay, fireball. No DP. Tossed. Hadouken. Okay, combo city. Okazumi, but no follow-up. Potential follow-up. Okay, so let's write some stuff down here. So game 2, round 1, better start. Round 2, lack of AAs. Some dropped confirms. This is punishable. He fails to punish. Okay, decent activation. When you activate with Ken, you always want to activate off of a fireball. This is plus 14 on block. This is great. If you can do EX, EX will give you plus 21. Even better. Okay. Alright. Shmi X. Okay, decent. EX. Get caught walking forward. This is a walk forward throw attempt. This is a walk forward throw attempt. He's just trying to do... he's probably trying to do EX again, maybe. Okay, he activates. DP chance. This is a game-losing situation for him. Right? Right here, this is light. Now, this is a little bit tricky, but you could have did light DP, heavy DP, or light DP, EX DP, and he would have died. Okay. Throw tech. This is an appropriate time to throw tech. Generally, in this match, you're throw teching a little bit much, but this is a good time to throw tech, because if you get thrown here, you will die. Right? So this is like a really fucked up situation to be in. This is really tough to deal with, but this is a decent throw tech. Oh, anti-air chance. Unfortunate. Just a little bit slow, I think. Yeah, you had the right idea, just fucked it up. Okay.
Final round. Fight.
AA chance. You tech there? Okay. Tick throws. Yo, look at Ken's face. Yo, I see you, Groove. I got you. I got you. Now, one of the main ways it seems like Ken is taking damage here is from tick throws, right? Getting tick thrown or just getting tossed after blocking something. Now, there are ways to deal with tick throw that's not press a button and throw tech, right? You don't have to contest. You can evade. One of the things I want to highlight about teching throw here is right here, you don't need to tech, right? You don't need to press here. So boom, you tech right here because he's done that. He's done that before. He's done jump in throw. So you tech, and then he walks up and you attempt to press a button to interrupt him, right? why not walk backwards? Right? One of the things we can do here is we can walk backwards. We don't have to contest, we can evade. But also, getting thrown here is not the end of the world. Because if he throws you, he has no good follow-ups, right? He gets to touch you with one button, and that's it. The pressure is now over. So it's back to neutral, right? If you did a throw tech and he shimmied you, you could have took like 270 damage, right? So not really a lot of reason to throw tech here. Okay, this confirms. So, so let's see. This is round 3. So we're going round 3. Mist confirms. Mist confirms. Still attempting to interrupt. Tick throw with button. And getting tossed. Okay. AA. Some missed A's. Right? Just tough. Just gotta AA these. Okay, tack. Okay. Misconfirms. Roundhouse. Why roundhouse? Right? So, why fierce? Why roundhouse? Right? And I say why is what I'm trying to point out is, does this get you to the situation you want? Right? Think about this choice. Like the whole winning in Street Fighter is a result of putting yourself in situations where you have more potential good options than the opponent has. Right? You could do that a lot of ways. Does pressing these buttons, does pressing fierce, does pressing roundhouse, is that progressing you to that situation, right? Are we thinking or are we guessing? Right? Are we just hoping it works or are we making it work? Right? Ideally, you want to be making it work. You want to try to push yourself into situations. You want to try to push yourself into situations where you're going to have more good options than them. Right? Now, that's not, I'll be straight up, that is not easy. That's very difficult. That's why Street Fighter is really hard, right? But one of the ways that you can guide yourself to that is by giving yourself a game plan, right? What is the type of situation you want to be in? What is the specific situation you want to be in? Is this action going to get you into that situation you like, right? So, excuse me, I'm so sorry, I'm coughing. Is this going to help us get into the situation we want to be in, right? Okay, AA attempt. Okay, here tech. Confirm roundhouse, like right here, hoping it counter hits. Okay, maybe, but think about this. All right, so we're hoping roundhouse counter hits, right? If roundhouse doesn't hit him and he blocks it, he gets to punish us with standing light kick, or he gets to take his turn if he fucks up, right? Yo, what's up, Super Pants? I see you, man. I appreciate that, bro. So, okay, all right, but we could get the crush counter, right? We could get the crush counter, but if it messes up, he gets that to, at worst, to punish us, and at best, if we mess up, we get to lose our turn, right? Well, in this situation, we could also reach him with standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, right? If we did standing medium punch or crouching medium punch, if it counter hits him, we don't get as much damage, but we still get a confirm into Oki, and if he blocks it, we are still plus. So you get to initiate staggered pressure, you get to do a frame trap, or you get to, you just get to control the situation because you have plus frames, right? You get to put on more offense. So is roundhouse here the best potential option, even if we want to be very aggressive? Probably not, because the potential negative consequences of roundhouse outweigh the potential positive consequences of it. And we have other functional options at this distance, right? So right here, instead of roundhouse, we could have hit standing medium punch. We could have hit, crouching medium kick. It's not as good of an option, but we could have hit crouching medium kick. We could have hit crouching medium punch. We could have did standing medium kick, maybe to confirm, right? We have superior things. Now, he fucks his punish up. So he makes a mistake. Boom, we get CC City. Okay. Combination station. Good combo. We're in the corner. Oki chance. Why jump back? Similar to the roundhouse, right? Similar to roundhouse. What's our options right here? Right, so we knock him down. Let's forget about the Oki. Let's forget about the technical stuff. Right? Let's forget about frame kills and meaties. Right? We want to, let's just say we want to bait him. Right? We think he's going to mash out. We think he's going to DP again. Right? Okay. If we crouch, we can block it, but he might be able to throw. If we walk backwards, right? If we walk backwards, we'll still block a DP, and we'll make him whiff a throw, but he might be able to go low, right? Now, he's got the red bar of courage. He might just actually sweep. So, if we're afraid of him mashing out, we think he might do DP, we think he might sweep, probably just crouch in front of him, right? If he throws us, not really a big deal, right? We might get thrown into the corner. So I would say probably the best things to go for here, the things that are going to turn up the most for us, is probably just walk back or crouch in place. If we jump here, right? He can just anti-air us, and we super duper let him out of the corner. Right? It just so happens that he goes for this, which is like, okay, right? I mean, even if this is a misinput, right? The idea is still there. Like, so if we neutral jump, you never want to neutral jump on someone in the corner unless the attack you're coming down with is meaty and they're not a Shoto. If you neutral jump, like, okay, so if you try to neutral jump or even jump back, you get anti-aired on reaction for free, right? If you neutral jump or you jump back, Ryu just delays, DPs you, right? Okay, jump back in the corner. This is a really popular option you see people do. Jump back in the corner because you get access to jump roundhouse. Here, it's kind of tough because you miss the roundhouse. So he punishes you, but you can DP these. Okay, anti-air chance. Punish chance. This is a hard punish because, like, alright, what's he gonna do? Activate? This is rough. Huh. Not that bad. You press sweep, just missed it. Okay, fireball. At this distance, right? At this distance, right? We threw the fireball. What can he do? What can he do, right? What do we have to be ready for? What are the potential options? Right here, could have been heavy DP City. Okay, chillin'. Again, chance. It's just hard. It's just a fact of Street Fighter life that you have to DP, right? You have to anti-air. It's just hard to do. It's not easy. Excuse me. Okay, pressure City. This is one thing I noticed. Your pressure sequences usually end in back medium punch. Pressure sequences end in BMP. You have some options. There's some options. Okay. Oh, good DP. Man, he is mashing like crazy. Okay, good rising. Chillin'. You've got the red bar of courage. Full meter on deck. Health lead. Excellent activation station. Optimal combo chance. Right here, you could have killed him. So the combo right here, some combo optimization. Combo optimization. The combo right here is... Now, it's a little bit difficult. It's not really as difficult as it sounds. What I'm about to say is probably going to sound really hard, but it's not actually that difficult. Micro walk forward, crouch, hard punch. Light light tatsu, uppercut. That's a combo, right? Here, let's just say you do target combo 1. There's another chance you can go for more damage. Is you can do run. Excuse me. You can do run, light uppercut, heavy, or EX. Right? So right here, you could have got a little bit more damage, and that would have been it. Good activation. Just mess it up. You didn't need this second situation. Right? All that stuff that potentially comes afterwards, like what if he did EXDP? What if he blocked? Right? All that didn't need to exist. Okay, so far, excuse me. We've got a little bit lack of AAs, taking risky options, some combo optimization. Let's look at game 3. This is the final game. Now, this has like a weird double KO in it, but, you know, we can still use it. Oh, I want to write down general game plan stuff. And then after this, we'll go into training mode and we'll talk about all the things we could actually do, right? So after we finish watching this replay, we can go into general game plan and sequences to follow through. We can go into training mode and I'll try to demonstrate all the stuff I'm talking about. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Okay, again, we already talked about this. Right? Again. So let me actually break this down and explain how you can do something similar but still be safe. Like, you can do something strategically similar but not hang yourself, right? All right. We want to be aggressive. We want to test the opponent's reactions, and potentially we want to hit them in the fucking face, right? This is what we want. We want to be aggressive. We want to test his reactions, and we want to duff him in the face. How do we get these 3 things, right? All right, cool. We dash forward. That's the risk. Let's just say we dash forward, right? But if you hurricane kick, right? What you're looking for here, this sequence, the reason this hurricane kick would work is because the opponent fails to intercept your dash, right? That's what would make this hurricane kick work. So they dash, right? The opponent sees it. They say, oh shit, he's dashing at me. What am I going to do? Am I going to hit jab? Am I going to try medium punch? Or am I going to try to throw him? That's common ways to deal with a dash, right? You'll see people throw, you'll see people hit jab, and maybe you'll see them hit a medium button, right? If he fails to do any of those things at the right timing, this Tatsu will eat him alive, right? Excuse me. So the idea is we want to exploit his inability to react to dash. Why not dash up, light punch? Literally all the same things, right? Or dash up, crouch, medium punch. Literally does all of the same things. And if for some reason they don't get hit by it, we're plus, right? We're amazingly plus. We got that fatty +2. We can then continue our pressure with a frame trap, or we could stagger them, right? Or we could even go for a bait if we think they're going to do something unsafe, right? So you can execute the same type of strategy, but you don't have to hang yourself to do it, right? Just the minor difference is like, oh, I can dash up and press jab, right? And the jab has way more positive outcomes than the hurricane kick. Because even if hurricane kick hits them, right? Say this works. They fail to react to our dash. We punish their attempt to intercept us with the 3-frame. All you get is a heavy uppercut into Oki. But if you hit them with a jab, right? Now potentially you get a counter hit combo, or you get a full combo into target combo into the same Oki, right? So you just get more damage, right? You don't need to dash Tatsu. You can dash jab, right? Or you could even a different sequence you could execute that still gets the same type of aggressive action across is you can hold forward and press your jab at the maximum distance, or you can press your medium punch at the maximum distance. You can touch them and then stagger again. Just touch them at the tip and then just walk, touch, walk, touch, walk, touch, walk, right? And if they, if they try to squirm out, or if they fuck up trying to intercept you, if they try to press jab to stop you from walking forward, or they try to press any button to contest you, you can still frame trap them, right? So it's a similar sequence that accomplishes the same goal, but it sets you up for a better situation because you're not risking your neck by doing one of the most punishable moves in the game, right? Excuse me. Now, to add on furthermore, if you had done dash jab right here, you still would have had time to DP him. But again, to talk about what we were doing earlier, you generally, at round start, it's really, really hard to surprise someone because of how far away you are, right? So right here, probably a better option is just walk forward. Now, there's something we can also see here is no read. Now, so risky round start, no read. No read on neutral jump. What I mean here is this Ryu player has neutral jumped at round start almost every single time. All right, and this is some information that gets missed. All right, you gotta think. Okay, I have my game plan, right? This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is the type of situation I want to be in. How can I get here? Right? Well, I could do this, right? I know the things that can go to my game plan, you say, right? But also, the opponent is doing the same thing, and they're doing stuff that you can observe and abuse, right? Even though that sounds a little bit obvious, but that is like one of the most important things in the game, is you can observe and abuse. So, without getting into like, the depth of the psychology of it, or like conditioning the opponent, the main thing you just want to remember is that your opponent is doing things you can observe and abuse. So if you see them do something, try to remember the exact situation and circumstance it happened in, right? So, okay, the round started, he neutral jumped, right? Just, okay, he round started, neutral. Oh, I saw it again. He round started, he neutral jumped. Maybe he'll neutral jump next round start. So you could prepare for that. Like, okay, I know that if I did walk forward medium kick, or I did dash forward heavy uppercut, I can punish neutral jump and I can still be aggressive. So you could take actions that exploit what he's going to do and feed into what you want to get, right? As you become more familiar with the game and more familiar with the characters and how people play the game and how you like to play the game, observing and abusing actions is going to get way easier, right? Your memory, so to speak, is going to get way easier. So if that sounds like really difficult, like how am I supposed to watch everything he does in every situation and then remember it? Like it gets easier the more experienced you are. And also, you don't need to remember literally everything. You only need to pick a few key situations. Right, you only really need to remember 2 or 3 situations that you want to try to abuse them to like really just decimate somebody. Excuse me, or to be in their head, so to speak. I'm so sorry for coughing and the connection. Please excuse me. Okay, anti-air attempt. Or, I mean, anti-air possibility. I'm sorry. A chance. Okay, the eye drop. You see this a lot. People will whiff throw and they'll press a button. If you see them whiff throw, generally you kind of want to press jab, but you want to be careful because this is a really common thing to do. People will do this all the time. right? Like here you press a medium punch, just a little bit slow. I would say probably if you see them whiff throw, try to choose a fast button because, you know, most people are going to press a button after throw. Okay. Okay. Back throw, good choice. Okie chance. Okay, decent, but the block string. Okay. Where's the confirm? All right. So we want to again when you press an attack, right? When you take any action, you want it to feed into your game plan. You're pursuing a certain situation, right? You should be ready for the results of that, right? You should have the sequence kind of practiced and be prepared for what happens. So if we're attempting to touch the opponent, yeah, right? If you're attempting to touch the opponent, you should be ready. So you go for the M-Tatsu here, which is alright, but you really want to be ready. You want to be planned ahead. And then the second thing I want to point out here is that this block string, it hits him, right? But you're giving up by doing crouching medium kick, you're giving up your potential to continue frame trapping him afterwards, and you're giving up your potential to stagger pressure him. Excuse me. Now, there's an argument that could be made for trying to attack him low, right? Because, all right, if he stands up, medium kick works. And if he tries to walk backwards, medium kick works. But we're in the corner here. And there's not really a super high amount of evidence that Ryu is going to walk backwards in general anyway, right? So right here, you probably want to choose a plus button. At any point in time, if possible, you want to end your block strings with a plus button. Because when you have plus frames, you can threaten walk forward into a throw or a stagger, right? And there's to put on offense, especially in Street Fighter V, the main way you're going to do it is by exploiting the relationship between staggered pressure, frame traps, and tick throws, right? So the defensive option to defend against any of these three, right? To defend against stagger pressure, to defend against tick throw, and to defend against frame trap, the option you take can be exploited by the other two types of offense, right? So here, you frame trap him, he gets hit, right? But I'm so sorry. Stagger pressure, tick throw, and bait. Stagger pressure, frame trap, and bait. Oh my god, I can't speak, right? So these three options, a frame trap, stagger pressure is a type of frame trap. Anyway, these three options you can use to go to either of the other two. You can pick one to go to the other two, right? So here you frame trap him. You see he presses a button, right? You frame trap him. You see he presses a button, right? You could bait him. You could walk back and bait that button and whiff punish it, right? Or you could just toss him, right? You could toss the button. There's a relationship there between those three things that you can exploit. And to do those things, you need to have plus frames, right? Once you're minus, now you're just hoping that they don't take their turn, right? Or now you're banking on the fact that they don't take their turn and you can't exploit that, right? Excuse me. Fireballs. Okay, DP. This is not a bad time to DP. I want to point this out. So here, he air resets you. Right, you get air reset. Now, he has some plus frames. He can set you up for a mix-up. Because you have an EX invincible reversal, you can say, hey, it's not just a mix-up for you, or for me. It's a mix-up for you too, bitch. Right? Like, you can say 50-50 right back. This is not a bad time to DP. But whenever you do this, you just want to think about, like, all right, is this going to work based on what I've seen before? Because this potentially could be a game-losing decision. So you want to make this decision very carefully. But at this moment, when you did DP, it's a reasonable time to do it, right? Excuse me. Okay. A little bit of a suboptimal combo. Could have had 2 uppercuts. Okay, cage him in the corner. Alright. Alright. Uppercut chance. Really hard uppercut here. You could have done a cross cut here. Could have uppercut him the other way with a special input shortcut. Okay, he gets away. Red bar of courage. Alright, he's pressing. At this point, I think it's fair to say we should know that he's gonna press. Pretty much almost any time during this whole set, Ryu is fucking mashing, right? Anti-air chimp. So we could make a read here, right? Okay, anti-air chance. Oh, risky jump. Potentially game-ending jump. Alright. Ooh. Okay, so you DP. If you had done EX, you would have went through. Probably just an input error. But still, right? Excuse me, I'm so sorry for coughing so much. Okay, here, Ryu makes the second worst decision in the game. Do we get a DP? Okay. Here again, we give up our chances. Short, right? You could confirm this, but remember the short is minus on block, right? Okay. DP chance. Okay, so here's something I want to point out. That kind of dovetails neatly into what I'm talking about having a game plan. Right here, Ryu whiffs an attack. And you say, right, you see him whiff the attack, and it's like, oh shit, he whiffed. Yo, let me take advantage of that and press a button. But it's a little bit slow, so you get crush countered, right? Blow. CC to the face. This is a difficult reaction to make. Because you're never really ready for your opponent to fuck up, right? To play against someone optimally, or like to play against someone and do as well as you can, kind of requires that you don't assume they make mistakes, right? Because if you assume that your opponent is just going to make mistakes, now you're basically gambling, right? And that's not a good way to start. So this is a hard reaction to make. Like, oh shit, he fucked up right in front of my face. Fast normal, not a lot of time to react. Let me hit my button. This is very difficult, impractical reaction to make, right? Now think about this. You see this happen. The split second this happens, you have to make a decision of whether you want to press the button or not. This happens lightning fast. As fast as the electricity can flow through your brain, right? You're deciding whether or not you should hit this button here. If you have a thought out game plan, right? And you know what sequences you want to use to feed into that game plan, you do not need to take every single opportunity afforded to you. That sounds a little bit counterintuitive, right? That you don't need to take every opportunity. You don't need to punish every fuck up. That sounds like, well, what if they're really good and they only fuck up once or twice, right? No, you can make them fuck up. You can make them make a mistake, right? This even happens in pro games, right? You can watch pro players let stuff slide on purpose because they're like, okay, I know what I want to do. This is what I'm going for. Oh shit, something happened. I was really, I don't need that one. I'm already prepared for what I want to do, right? You can watch one of the best players to actually watch this is a Ken player. You can watch Momochi in it doesn't matter what patch of the game, right? You can go watch Momochi play Ken, and you can watch him let things pass him by because it doesn't feed into his game plan, right? You do not need to take every single possibility, every single absolute chance that's given to you, right? You just need to pick the ones that you want and then take the ones that you want. So right here, of course you could have whiff punished Ryu with like a jab or something if you were hyper super fast, crispy AF. But you don't need to. And that's just like something that's not immediately relevant, but something you want to think about, right? Is like, okay, I got my game plan. This is the type of shit I want to do. Oh shit, something happened that doesn't immediately fall into my game plan. Should I take advantage of it? You don't have to, right? Now, of course, you want to take that with a grain of salt, like on a case-per-case basis, but you know what I mean, right? You can even see, like, the best players in the world do that all the time. They just, okay, that happened, chilling, right? Okay, this is a counter hit combo. This is a counter hit combo, crouching jab, counter hits into back medium punch. This is a really good combo if you did this on purpose. But unfortunately, the confirm there. Okay. Jumperooski. Okay. All right. Why press a button here, right? Are we trying to DP? Maybe. We're pressing the buttons, but we're not doing directions. Okay, Tatsu. Shoryuken. All right, we're fully loaded. Ooh, button. Where's the confirm? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? The purpose behind this button. Did we just want to touch him? Are we looking for fireball? Are we looking to convert into something? Right? Even if we just want to touch him, we want to know. It looks like a fireball, but misconfirmed because there's a quarter circle forward there. So, all right. Right? Oh, you were teching here. I see. Looking for the knockdown. Right? Okay. So that's some matchup knowledge stuff. Well, now we know. Right? Now we know. Right? Now we know. This don't knock down. Right, now we know. That don't knock down. Okay. Still Chansu. This game is fully recoverable. You only need 2 hits, so... Oh, a little bit late. A little bit late. So I want to put down... So sorry here. I want to put down punishes. Some matchup knowledge stuff. And then confirms. Let's go back up to the top. Unsafe moves. We see a run, jumps. A lot of this feeds into the game plan stuff. Right. If we don't have an ideal plan and we're just freestyling, we're gonna do a lot of things that don't go together. Right? We're gonna do a lot of things that don't support each other. Okay, here, this is tough, but you could have DP'd him. Right here, if you miss a throw, right? If you miss a throw and they jump, just mash out DP. Just do DP. Right? If you have time to block, you got time to DP him. Also, if you try to throw someone on wake up and they jump, be prepared to DP. This is a really common situation. You have time to anti-air the shit out of him here. This is one of the strengths of Shoto's. I mean, every character can do this, but because you have the best anti-air in the game, you can more easily do this. Okay, chillin'. Again, the walk up. The walk up. All right. So, tick throws. Dealing with tick throws. Confirms. Dealing with tick throw. All right. So let's look. Let's look here. First, let's save this. Save as to desktop. This is Soda Bro 2 versus Kakarot. Ryu can replay. Alright. So, okay. So mad you can't beat that guy? Alright, well. That's reasonable. Right? If you watch the replay or you play against someone and you're like, fuck, this guy sucks, right? Why didn't I beat him? That's okay. Like, it is absolutely okay and constructive to be salty. It's about what you do with it, right? Just remember, being salty is not a reason to be a cunt, right? Being salty is not a reason to be like a child, but it's okay to be salty. I think a lot of people get tight and like upset with themselves because they do get salty, but it's fine, right? It's just about what you do with it, right? So as long as you didn't message him like, oh, he's like, oh, somebody added me on Steam, and then you suck. I have 420 confirmed kills. I'm a CIA operative. You're fucking blah blah, right? Like as long as you didn't do that, that's fine. All right, use that sensation to motivate you to research the Ryu matchup. All right, so let's look at this, and then let's go over some recommendations, some practical stuff we can do. Okay, like Tatsu at round star after dash. This goes with unsafe moves, right? Lots of jumps. This also goes with unsafe moves. Tossed, tick throw, defense go together. A lot of crush counters. This is going to go with general game plan stuff in the corner. Alright, so we got kind of 3 general things. All of this is going to go under a general game plan and sequences, right? So I've been talking about this a lot. So we're just going to write this down, and I'm pretty sure you can already follow where I'm going to go with this. One recommendation I would have is construct a general game plan and find sequences that lead into it. All right, so to practice this, what we're going to need to do is we need to think of a situation you want to be in during any given match, right? So this is going to depend on the matchup a little bit, but you want to think of a situation you want to be in, right? Find ways you can get into that situation while maximizing your potential good options and minimizing your potential bad options / bad outcomes. Potential good options / outcomes. You just want to think about this, right? So let me demonstrate an example of this, okay? So there's a lot we can do, right? We can be defensive, far away. We can use fireball, uppercut, right? We can be offensive. We can be close, right? We can take to the air. We can use different types of mix-ups. We can throw. We can do throws. We can do shimmies. We can do staggered pressure, right? We can do a lot of that. First thing is first. This is the easiest part. Pick a situation you want to be in, right? This could be, I want to be this distance from Ryu. It could be, I want my fireball on the screen. It could be, I want to land this combo, or I want to be in this Oki situation, right? Just pick a situation you like, right? Or an idea of situations you like. Like, okay, I want to be aggressive, or I want to be defensive. I want to win by timeout. I want to dizzy the opponent. Just pick something, right? So here's an example. I just want to hit this combo, right? I just want to land this combo, right? Okay, so to get this combo, I need to start with my down medium punch, right? This combo requires I start with my down medium punch. All right, to get into this, I need to hit them with this. Right? So I probably don't really want to worry about my fireball. I don't want to worry about really walking backwards a lot. I probably don't even want to worry about jumping because this is not down medium punch. So already a bunch of options are not on the table, right? So to get my down medium punch, I got to get close. All right, how do I get close? I guess I could jump, but that's really risky. I guess I could dash. That's also kind of risky. So I probably want to walk, right? What are some ways I can make walking easier on myself? Well, I can walk up and stagger. I can do this, right? Okay. I could walk all the way in, but that's risky. I could walk in and out, but that won't let me land the combo. I'll be too far away. So probably I just want to do this, and then walk all the way in because these go together, right? Think about this. The opponent is watching me. They're trying to figure out what I'm doing, right? And they're trying to figure out how they can respond to it. So if I do this from the tip, right? I could get the guy to block, right? If he blocks, all right, cool. Now I can walk all the way up and I'm mad close, right? If he's pressing buttons to interrupt me, I could just stuff his buttons and take that little bit of damage until he's just blocking. And then I get to go close. And if he tries to interrupt me with a button at any time during my walk forward, I can switch up when I press this button. So I could walk up, do it immediately. I could walk up, do it late. I could walk short, do it. I could walk long, do it. I could right? I can adjust the timing and pattern at which I do this to help me move forward, right? So I can get into this position. Sweet. Now I know what I want to do in neutral, right? My objective to land this has led me to a sequence where I want to poke long. If they counter poke me or they try to press a button, I'm going to change my timing of medium punch, move in and out, try to get them to hesitate on pressing the button, walk up, boom, look for the hit, look for the counter hit here. Once I get this, boom, I'm in my combo. All right, I did my combo. How do I get back into that situation? Well, luckily, I'm Ken, right? Luckily, I'm Ken, so I have bullshit Okazeme right here. Boom. Boom, right? I'm in there. I'm in that ass. Okay? All right, but what if they block? What if they block, right? What if I'm doing this? Boom, I hit it. Run up. They block, right? Let's just say they block. All right, shit. They blocked? Okay, just start over again. Stagger. Boom. Let's say this is not good enough, right? Let's just say this is not good enough. He's not falling for it. Well, now, maybe I could throw in a little bit of throw every now and then. I can spice it up, right? I don't want to spice it up too much, right? But I can spice it up a little bit. I can just, abuse the fact that maybe he's blocking. Maybe sometimes I can do a mix-up on his wake-up. Instead of doing that, I can do throw. I can add that to my gameplay, right? But ultimately, hopefully you can see how, okay, I want to land this combo. This is the combo I want to land, right? It starts with this. So let me find a sequence that will get me into this that's not going to get me blown up, right? I could dash, but maybe that's spicing it up, right? This is pretty much probably the least dangerous way to approach getting into that down medium punch, right? And then I get to follow it up with my Oki, right? So this is a really simplified example, only really pursuing one thing. In a match, you're going to want a couple situations, but start with one, right? Hopefully you can see how, okay, this is the situation I want to be in. It helps me figure out what I want to do in neutral, and it helps me figure out what I want to do after I touch the opponent because I know the situation I want to be in. I just want to choose things that feed back into that, right? So like right here, I have a shit ton of options. I can retreat and safely fireball. I could walk up. I can bait. I could go for this. I can go for roundhouse, right? I have so many. I could neutral jump if I wanted, if I expect them to do something. I have so many options. But just because this is my game plan, right? I know what I want to do. And I can choose sequences. I can choose stratagems, little strategies. I can choose things to do that work together, right? They help each other. Because if I want to get this, right? I do this, right? Stagger pressure helps me see how they want to interrupt me, right? Then I could go for a bait, or I could go for a frame trap. So I can change the timing, the interval, the rhythm, right? The pattern and the timing. I can change the rhythm of when I do my medium punch to target when I think they're going to press a button, right? If they walk backwards, sweet, I just get to keep staggering them, right? And if they sit still, even better, I get to press my medium punch hella close, right? And then if I want to spice that up, sometimes I could dash, sometimes I can cash out with a throw, right? But these things, they help each other, right? They go together. And the reason that I'm able to find these things so easily, or I'm able to find these things at all, is really because I have a target situation I want to be in, right? This is going to help me organize my options and give me powerful things to do, right? I'm setting myself up for success by choosing these things to do, right? All because I have a simple game plan. I know what situation I want to be in. This also helps me cut things off the table, right? Like, it's very easy to scramble yourself into a confusion, right? So if you're just like, oh, I want to be surprising, I want to be random, I want to make them not know what I'm doing, you can do that cleverly with a plan and a constructed set of actions that help each other, right? You can make him not know when you're going to throw. You can make him not know when you're going to stagger. He'd be like, oh, this offense is so random, I can't get a read. You can do that without hanging yourself, right? But if you just do stuff and get yourself into... You're not going to have anything that goes together, and you're going to risk confusing yourself as much as you confuse the other guy, and now you're just gambling, right? So we want a game plan. That's like a very simplified idea of what you want, but that's the process you want to go through. You want to go into training mode and simulate a situation, right? Use the training mode to simulate a situation. Like, okay, this is what I want to get, right? These are ways I get it. You can literally do that with anything, right? Like, I'm not going to go through it here because I don't want to waste your time, right? But you could do that with dashing, right? Or even jumping. You could be like, okay, I want to jump or dash at my opponent. What are ways I can set up enabling jumping or dashing, right? Have you ever heard people say like, oh, if you focus on the ground game too much, it gets really hard to anti-air. That's why pro players get jumped at, right? You could literally make that your strategy if you wanted. That's what dive kick characters do, right? Characters who can dive kick, like Cammy, she gets away with hella jump-ins because she's using her dive kick, her air mobility, her great ground normals to set herself up for that, right? So you can just pick something you want to be, a situation you want to get in, go into training mode, explore how to get that, right? So go into training mode and execute and explore the situation you want to be in. Execute and explore ways, actions, and sequences of actions that can help you get into that situation. All right. And I recommend just starting with one. Just start with one. Start with one. And then when you get comfortable with that, you can add on another one and another one. And eventually, whenever you play a match, you'll be like, okay, this is my matchup knowledge. These are the situations I like. Let me formulate a strategy here, and it just all happens naturally. But just start with one. Even though it seems a little bit extreme, you might be like, oh, that would just make me really predictable, wouldn't it? Yes, but eventually you're going to have a lot of things going at once, right? All right. Let's just, the second thing here. In the corner. We can worry about this later. Right now, let's talk about defense against tick throws. So, set the training. Find ways to defend against tick throw that are not contesting. So, all right. Ryu, right? Ryu. He was tick throwing you a lot. There's some ways you can defend against this that aren't contesting, right? So Ryu is doing this, right? He's doing staggers, and he's walking up, and he's throwing you. So here's how Ryu's offense is gonna work, right? He's using tick throw, right? He's using stagger, bait, and frame trap. Okay, these are the three things he's using. So he does this, he throws you. You say, "Oh shit, he's throwing me." He could do this, then bait you. Ah, fuck, I whiffed my throw. Get crush counter, right? Or he could do this and then do it again, and he's like, "Oh shit, he counter hit me," right? You are just as in control of this situation as Ryu is, right? Because he can trap you, right? He can pursue you, or he can bait you, right? So he can trap you, he can pursue you, or he can bait you, right? But you, right? You can contest him, you can evade him, or you could wait him out, right? And the options that you were choosing more often than not was just contest, right? You want to mix in evasive actions and waiting them out. If you get thrown in the middle of the screen, it's not the end of the world because the opponent gets a really shitty follow-up. So a lot of times, you can just let them throw you and then walk away, right? Every single character, if you let them throw you in the middle screen, most of the time you can just walk away, right? All you gotta do is block one button, right? So you let them throw you, block one button, walk away. But if you don't want to wait them out, right? Try doing a micro walk back into block, right? You see people do this all the time. So you block their button, hold back, and then tap back, and then go back to down back, right? If you do it right, it's gonna look like you're teabagging them, right? You want to do this. What this will do is if they decide to frame trap you, you'll be blocking the button, but if they throw you, you'll have inched yourself away, right? Because an important thing to note here is that to throw you, right, they need to advance, right? Ryu is going to need you either to stay perfectly still or he's going to need to advance. So if you can manipulate that space, right, and just that tiny step backwards, is going to make it really hard for you to throw him, right? So check this out. Oh, he slipped out, right? Oh, he blocked. Oh, he slipped out. You see that? Now, of course, you want to time this properly because the opponent could just like, oh, long walk, right? But you have options that aren't contest. Furthermore, you can also backdash throws. So if someone does tick throw and you say, ah, not this shit again, right? Fucking, I hate when people tick throw me. When you see this, you could backdash too. Now, but remember, backdash is risky, right? Backdash is kind of risky because if you do backdash, they can try to crush counter you or they can air reset you out of the air. But it's still better than, you know, just getting sat there. You have options to mix up between, right? So as Ryu puts on that offense, he goes, okay, I think he's going to sit still this time. I'm going to throw. Oh, shit, I think he's going to move this time. I'm going to press more buttons. Oh, shit, I think he's going to contest me, so I'm going to go for a bait, right? You can influence him as much as he's mixing you up on his offense as well, right? There's the 3 options, the rock, paper, scissors. You can use those against him because you have 3 defensive options as well, right? So let's see. Think about evading, ways to evade, throw. Think about ways to wait out, stagger, pressure. So this is gonna go up here. This goes up here. So now we're gonna go into training mode, right? Go into training mode. Set the dummy to Ryu. Record Ryu doing a stand medium punch, walk, throw. Record Ryu doing a stand medium punch, walk, stand medium punch. Crouch medium kick. So make him do crouch medium kick. Okay. So record Ryu doing these 2 things. Practice walking, micro walking backwards. Micro walking backwards. And immediately crouching. Such that you can evade, tick throw, and still block. Crouch, medium kick. You want to be careful with this because there are some characters you don't want to walk back on. You want to be careful about it, but this is a starting point. This is not the end all be all defensive option, but this is a starting point. This will help you. Set the dummy to perform both. Man, I keep spelling this wrong. I cannot speak today. Both I love technology. It will speak for me. Both options. Both recorded options. Training mode. Pick Ken. Boom. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get the dummy. Right? You're gonna make him do this. Alright, you're gonna make him do this. Oops. Oh my god. Boom. Bow. Walk up. Right? Now you make the dummy do this. Bop. Bop. Walk up. Right? You can make him do it fast. You go bop. Bop. Walk up. Right? Set both of these to on. Set both of those to on. Make sure that you have playback recording info off. Okay? Just when he touches you, micro walk and try to walk out of the throw. Right? Boom. Try it again. Just keep doing it until you can get the timing down. It's the idea of it. Right? Oh, too much. Oh. Oh, got it. Right? Just do this. Just get yourself familiar with choosing this option. All right. Another thing to remember is that if you crouch, when you crouch, you're a little bit wider. So you might have to go a little bit further than you think. Oh, there I got one, right? Just get yourself familiar with this idea. Just practice and emulate this situation. See there, I didn't even walk backwards. I barely walked back. You want to take these little tiny steps. Now, as you get more and more advanced and more familiar and comfortable with piloting the characters and what each character can do, what are good, appealing options for each character, right? You're going to be able to do things like, oh shit, he's walking forward, let me interrupt him now, right? You can mix this in with your other options, right? But you just want to start doing this as an option, right? You want to start doing this as an option. Of course, this is not going to function in the corner, right? But this is a really good way to you know, defend yourself. So just add that into, add this defensive sequence into how you already choose to defend against tick throw. Mix it up, explore, and get comfortable with the situation. Boom. All right, and then what else we got? Confirms, dealing with tick throws, punishes, round start, we talked about that. Attempting to interrupt, getting tossed, lack of aids, talked about that. General game plan. All right, let's talk about optimal combos, right? So open up training mode. Practice Ken's optimal VT1 conversions. Practice Ken's optimal no bar corner combos. So, all right, there's two combos that you just weren't doing, right? And the first combo is you'd hit fireball, activate. Now, this is a good activation sequence, but the issue here is you would do this, which is missing out on some damage, right? You can do this. So here you do fireball, hold forward, and then crouch hard punch. You want to make sure you're close. If you don't get close enough, this will happen. You only get one hit of that. So you want to just micro walk. It's not really that difficult. You have tons of time. This is the combo you want. EX fireball, micro walk, heavy uppercut. Right? And then the second thing you want is, if you're in VT1, you want to run LDP EX. If you're in the corner, you get run LDP heavy. You always want to make sure that, if at all possible, you get the double uppercut combo. Right? I'm gonna do these. Of course, you know. Those are the two things you were kind of missing. Another thing is you were pressing light punch to interrupt sometimes, but your confirm off of it wasn't there. When you hit LP, you just boom boom, confirm the second hit, hit short, DP. These are pretty much the three combos you want to practice. Practice Ken's confirms from crouch, light punch, crouch, light punch. So I'm gonna list out these combos. Just gonna open up the Ken guide. We're going straight to combos. We want this corner combo as well. No bar corner combos. Optimal no bar corner combos. Here's the corner combo I was talking about that you were doing this. Right? This is the combo you were doing. You want to be doing this. 271 compared to 264. Just take some practice. Just got to make it lizard brain. You know what I mean? You want your lizard brain to just do this combo without thinking about it. This is the one you want to go for. So I'm just going to write down these combos. So this is corner combo. VT1 EX confirm. Let's get that one. Where's the VT1 optimal activations? Where's no bar, one bar? Here you go. Let's see. Let's jump in. A-frames. Any of these are good. Just copy this one. Let me also put down EX VT1 confirm. Where's the... Did I miss? It didn't copy all of it. What the hell is that? Am I tripping here? There we go. So we got EX, Hadouken. EX Hadouken, XX VT1, walk forward, crouch hard punch, XX LK Tatsu, link HDP, and then you're gonna want regular no bar VT1. Where is it? Activations. Optimal VT1 combos. Yeah, here we go. Let's just put this down. So these are the combos to practice. These are the combos to practice. And then we want light punch confirm. Crouch light punch, link, crouch light punch, stand light kick, XX HDP. Boom. All right. So that's a, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. Not too much. Try not to go over it too much. Pick out literally everything. I mean, of course you could pick out literally everything if you wanted, but this is a starting point, right? Some of the main stuff is just seems like gameplay is a little bit disorganized, doing unsafe stuff, right? You can still, if you still want to be like hard to predict, you want to be aggressive, you want them to be on the back foot, you can still do that. You just want to try to make sure that you're thinking your options through, right? If I do X, is it going to set me up for Y? If I do X and it doesn't work, what happens, right? That's the kind of thing you want to think about. So you want to construct a general game plan, right? You want to find ways to defend against tick throw, and then you just want to practice some of your optimal confirms here, right? You're already doing combos, it's just the wrong combos, right? I think that's it. So what I'll do here is I'm gonna take this document and I'm gonna upload it to the Discord server. I'll at you, of course. And then this VOD, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow or maybe even later, I don't know. I'm gonna cut it, put it on YouTube, and then I'll send you the video. So if you ever want to look like, the fuck did that guy say about me? Let me see this shit. You could look it up and be like, he was totally wrong. So in the future, you'll have the video and the document. I gotta save this as file, save as desktop. Boom. Okay, so this is a Ken versus Ryu. Now there's some stuff to be said about V-Trigger 2, but we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just stick with V-Trigger 1. Let's not try to get too ridiculous here. V-Trigger 2 is like actually really hard to use and can kind of get you into some hot water, so I wouldn't even worry about it until you know what I mean. You'll know when you want that when you want the big suck. You know what I'm saying? You'll know. Anyway, yeah, I know it was a little bit disorganized, but this is it. I'm gonna upload this now. So let's go to Discord. All right, we got replay review here, and then I gotta put on the document. So we're going to the desktop. This is boom. This is the right one. I got like 5. Yeah, here we go. So then I at little bro. Boom. Replay coming. VOD coming. Forth with if so, now I want to ask Soda Bro, do you have any specific questions? Right, like any specific questions that we can try to like work out together, because even though the replay was just randomly chosen, well, I mean, that's this one of the reasons why I always say is like, you want to watch all of your replays in like a big chunk, is because you want to look for that general stuff. Because like, all right, so we can watch that replay and we can say like, oh, okay, versus Ryu, it's generally a little bit more optimal to pick V-Trigger 2 because the fireball is a really important point of contention. And if you can dissuade him or take away his fireball, you can really start to control the neutral game, right? We can say shit like that. That's matchup specific. But it's a little bit more important to notice like, oh shit, he jumped at me 9 times and I didn't anti-air him. That's a big pattern. That's not just about Ryu. That's about Ken, Kage, Kami, Sagat, right? Like all. So we want to. That's why I always say like, we just want to look for general patterns. What I'm leaning into is there's a lot more we can pick out, but we want to look for the general stuff, because if we find that big common pattern, it's gonna level us up the fastest, right? Also, I want to say, even though it sounds like I'm like, this is the way things are and there's no other way, that's not really true. I want to be really careful not to be like, this is the way you should play. I just want to help you, put it all together and be able to play the way you want and pick the strategies you want to pick, because pretty much everything is a valid strategy, no matter how much people get salty about it. And we're watching the replays together, right? So like, there's probably obviously a lot of shit I missed. I might have even said something that was wrong. You know what I mean? But like, we're watching it together, learning together. This is, I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. There was something going on. But yeah, if you have like any specific questions, like anything, any situations, or now is the time. Now is the time. We can go over those real quick. If not, I'm gonna close out the stream. Also, I want to apologize to anybody who survived this long. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Sorry if I coughed in the microphone, it was loud. And I want to apologize for my internet provider, because they fucking suck. I mean, my internet provider is great. I would never say anything bad about my internet provider. They're the best. Can't think of a question. Alright, well, if you have, like, I don't know, if you look at the document or you have anything later, just throw it up in the Discord and we'll all talk about it. Everybody in there is, like, pretty chill. So we're all willing to, like, work together and talk about stuff. And the Ken Discord, if you're not in the Ken Discord, I can shoot you a link for that too. The Ken Discord has a critique channel. So if you want like more opinions about the replay, I can assist you, or not, I mean, I can't speak. If you want more opinions about the replay, or you just have questions about like Ken in general, the Ken Discord is actually a really great place too, with a bunch of cool people in there. So also, ironically, the Ken players are the most like pretendest, big brainest of all the Street Fighter. I'm in a lot of Street Fighter Discords, and the Ken Discord is probably top 3. That's a link to the Ken Discord. Everybody in there is really chill. If you have any questions at any time, people are super cool. And if people aren't cool, don't worry. I can delete the Ken Discord at any time. They live in fear. No, they actually don't. But I definitely do threaten to delete the Discord all the time. If I watch a Ken player while out on a stream, I fucking take a picture of me getting ready to delete the Discord. Alright. So yeah. Any follow-up questions? There's the stream Discord, and then there's the Ken Discord, which is really good. and then I'll upload the VOD. Thank you so much for the replay. Thank you so much for the replay. That's what we do around here on Wednesdays. Always on Wednesdays we do pretend big brain analysis stuff, and we really work together.